Is this workshop worth your time? I'm going to say yes. Here we more than double the traffic for this attorney. This is Ken here that has a law practice. So we went from 500 visits to 1,400 visits. Here are some more results from Helena. She's not an attorney, but with the same strategies, you're going to see we were able to add an extra $10,000 a month. And then here are some more results from my clients. And here we were able to add an extra 10K in work for this accountant. Here are some more results. But more importantly, here's this law firm. I was able to generate $157,000 in revenue for this law firm, and we spent just under $70,000 in advertising spend. So that's over 200% return on ad spend, and this was done in a month. So you're going to see the exact same strategies and tactics that generated those results. So who is this workshop for? So it's for attorneys wanting to take control of their marketing. It's also for law firms who prefer someone else to handle the heavy lifting. So if you have a marketing agency, this training will help you keep them accountable. And it's also for lawyers that are thinking of, jumping ship and starting their own law firm. So this will show you a way to, get clients the right way, get a consistent flow of new clients the right way, right when you start. So this is good training if you're a lawyer thinking of starting your law firm as well. So here's what you're going to gain from this workshop. You're going to learn how to increase new client intake by 20% or more in 89 days or less, even if that sounds unattainable right now. You're going to learn how to earn the income you deserve without the grind. You're going to learn how to beat law firms with huge marketing budgets, even if you can't outspend them. So later on in this training, I'm going to show you some specific strategies on how to do that. So be sure to stay on. This is really, really good information. And basically, I'm going to show you a new model of attracting your ideal clients that does not require SEO, no daily blogging or daily videos, or even you don't even need a marketing agency. I'm going to show you how to make other law firms irrelevant, how to never compete on price again, and basically make tire kickers a thing of the past. And I'm going to show you the exact marketing strategy we use to generate leads and clients on demand for our clients, our law firm clients, and ourselves. Plus, I'll even show you some actual ads that are working right now. Basically, you're going to learn how to start every month without worrying where your next client will come from. So my big promise to you is you're going to learn everything you need to know so that you can grow your law practice using predictable, repeatable systems instead of guesswork, failure, and constant course correction. And this is even if you're not a born marketer. So if you stick with me till the end of this presentation, I'm going to give you the entire presentation slides. So basically everything you learn here, you'll have the slides so you can actually apply it to your law practice. The second thing you're going to get is a PDF titled How to Get More Law Firm Clients, a 2020 Marketing Guide for Attorneys. So this guide is different in the sense that it's going to show you what to do first, second, and third, and fourth, and so on to maximize your marketing today and in the long run. So if you have a small budget, it's going to show you how to allocate your resources, what you should do first, second, and third. And then if you have a bigger budget, it shows you how to structure all your types of marketing so that you can essentially maximize your marketing. But you only get those two things if you stay till the very end of this presentation. So what you're going to see in this presentation works for all types of lawyers, everything you see here on the screen. So immigration lawyers, family law, real estate, business, and so on. So even the ones that aren't listed, these strategies just simply work. So here are some quick house rules for today. Basically, this is not a do nothing but click a button and get new clients automatically, right? This is not get rich quick. This is not for attorneys unwilling to invest in themselves, their practice, or putting the work. So neither my results or my clients' results are typical. So the people you're going to hear about are hardworking entrepreneurs and lawyers who put in effort and did the work. So basically, I can't guarantee results. The results you get are entirely up to you. So why is this presentation different? Basically, I want to be clear, this is not some late night 90s infomercial theory. So these strategies are attorney specific. These are the strategies that I currently use with law firms to generate over $150,000 in revenue a month. So this is designed to win in ultra competitive markets such as personal injury, immigration, etc. And it's also designed for the long term, so you can actually win today and the years to come. So is this you? Some months money just pours in, but you just can't seem to maintain it. Do you start out every month wondering where your next client is going to come from? Perhaps the revenue or lead flow is just stagnant, or maybe it's in decline. Do you actually secretly know that your work is worth more than what you're charging, but you're afraid that, increasing your prices will stop people from becoming your client? Do you see other people in your law sector making big money and growing exponentially and actually wonder what they're doing that you're not doing? Are you working too hard in your business, too many hours, giant to-do lists, and basically, almost burning yourself out? Do you feel like online marketing is a pivotal lever in your law firm's success, but you just don't seem to have it fully figured out yet? Do you feel like there's an invisible ceiling on the amount of money you can make each month, and you just can't seem to crack it? Well, it's not your fault. The real problem is you are stuck in the old model, and you haven't moved to the highly leveraged, highly profitable, and predictable new model of law firm marketing. So here's what you can expect once you move to the new model. And by the way, I'm going to show you this new model shortly. So the benefits are you'll be able to generate clients on demand with predictability month after month, with an exact idea of how much it's going to cost you to acquire that client and what sort of time frame. You're going to have complete control over who you work with. For example, good, not a pain in the ass clients. And you're going to decide how you work with them and the prices you can command. Your law firm will become much more simple and significantly more profitable with less moving parts and overhead. So the invisible ceiling on your income will disintegrate, and essentially you'll be able to blast right through it without having to do more stuff. And this is the key. I don't want you to have to do more stuff. So the new model is just going to clarify everything. And finally, you will have a proven, repeatable business model that consistently grows and generates the profits you want. All this to allow you to spend more time with your family, more time on vacation, or more time golfing, or whatever your favorite activity is. And I think this is key. The last part here is you're going to be able to do all this while regaining the happiness you once had when basically you first started your law firm, before everything got so complicated and draining. And one of the best part of this new model is, again, it's designed for law firms specifically. It works month after month like clockwork. But once the machine is up and running, you barely need to maintain it. That's it. You just set it up and then it starts bringing in clients. So basically no major changes are required because, the model suddenly became obsolete the next week, like other marketing fads and things like that. So a little bit about me before I share the new model. So my name is Greg Ranger. I'm from Ottawa, Canada. I do speak French and English, obviously, and I do say sorry a lot. I like to keep fit, so I do CrossFit every week, but I was not always a marketing expert. So before I got my big break, I tried many different things. I worked in sales and marketing for other companies. I even tried a software startup. Man, I lost a lot of money doing that. I did SEO for a bit and things like that. And then finally, in 2016, I started Ranger Media Lab, which is a digital marketing agency. And since then, I generated over $1 million plus in revenue for my clients and over $500,000 plus specifically for law firms. This is the last verified number. think we're closer to the $800,000 mark, but I would have to double check that number. Yes, I do run a successful digital marketing company. What's key here is that I do this full time. So this is not a side gig for me. I don't have a full-time job with the government and then do this on the side. This has been my business, my income since early 2016. This is what I do day in and day out. I also have a YouTube channel with 30 plus videos on marketing and sales. And right now, I currently directly manage over $70,000 a month in advertising spend for a specific law firm. So this allows me to do many things, so travel. So here's a picture of me in Yosemite. Here's a picture of me working out. The bottom left is Las Vegas. I went to a festival there. It allows me to travel with my friends in New Orleans for a bachelor party. Allows me to snowboard, visit the Grand Canyon, spend some time in Miami, Florida. So this is what basically the new model of marketing for attorneys allows you to do, is that sort of freedom, that sort of lifestyle, whatever your thing is. It might be golfing, it might be snowboarding. It's up to you. Again, here are some of the results for some attorneys specifically. So doubling the traffic, 200% return on ad spend. And again, that's just the start of it. I've helped a lot more companies reach their sales goals and attain their business objectives. So what is the new model? So there are 3 key secrets that need to happen in your law firm if you want to play at the highest level. These 3 key secrets are what makes up the new model. So let me illustrate those secrets with a story. Phil's in trouble, says my buddy. He's got a few months of cash reserves, but almost no one is coming to the law firm and retaining. So he thought he would just open up his law firm after years of study and people would come. I get introduced to a tall, skinny man, Phil. After a brief chat, I get straight to the point. What sort of marketing are you doing right now, Phil? Phil responds, business cards, networking events, and I have a website. How are you promoting your website? I asked. Crickets. I normally don't work with people who are on the brink of bankruptcy, right? But Phil is a friend of a friend. So I tell Phil, we need to do localized YouTube ads for your law firm ASAP. It's cheaper than Google Ads and way more effective. This will give you the quick cash infusion you're looking for. There's people looking for your services, you just need to be found. So secret number 1 is localized YouTube ads. So what is it? It's a video ad your ideal client will see on YouTube. You guys have seen those types of ads before. So this is an ad and they can click learn more to learn more about your services. So here are the benefits for your law firm. It allows you to target your ideal client. So someone searching for criminal attorney Dallas in Google can later on see your video ad on YouTube announcing your services. So if somebody types in immigration law and then they get on YouTube a little bit later on, they're going to see your ad. What's powerful about this is it is intent-based, simply meaning that when people are searching for family law, Toronto, or family law in New York, they're looking for a law firm, they're looking for attorneys, right? So there's an intent behind it, so they're way more likely to convert into or to retain, right? The other benefit is it's much cheaper than Google Ads. So one of my clients normally pays between $400 and $200 per lead with Google Ads. The same client with YouTube ads, we got this down to $5 to $10 per lead. So imagine, right? We went from sometimes $150 to $200 down to $5 to $10. So it's like a 10x decrease in cost. So if you have a small budget or even if you have a big ad budget, this is super powerful, super useful. So again, this is a screenshot from some actual results. So if we look at the first row, we spent $2,200. and that generated over almost $29,000 in retainers. So this is amazing. We're getting $4 per conversion. So the conversions here are calls, leads, and so on. So yeah, you put in 2K, you get 28K back or 29K back. I think that's a good return on investment. So this is how powerful YouTube ads are. The other benefit is that it positions you as an authority. So we associate people we see on video, such as TV and YouTube, with trust, authority, etc. So this, over time, will reduce price objections, and it also puts you top of mind because they're used to seeing your face. Here are 3 tips for a great YouTube ad, and here we're talking about specifically the video that's going to run. So in your video ad, you want to hook them within the first 5 seconds. By hooking, I mean simply calling out your audience, and you want to repel the rest. And also keep in mind that the first 5 seconds of a YouTube ad are unskippable. So people are forced to watch the first 5 seconds of your ad. So let me give you an example here. You want to start out your ad saying, has your H-1B visa been denied? So if you don't care about your visa, your H-1B visa, then this ad doesn't speak to you, so you're gonna get repelled. But people that do care about it, they're gonna keep watching, right? Or you could start out your ad by, have you been in a car accident in the past 30 days, right? If you haven't, it doesn't matter. You can easily skip the ad. But if you've been in a car accident, then you're gonna keep watching the ad, right? The side benefit of having a great start, a great hook within the first 5 seconds is that it's going to reduce your ad costs because only relevant people will watch your ad and the others will immediately skip, and so you don't get charged for your ad. So tip number 2 is telling a story that shows results. And if you don't have a story per se, you just want to show results. So for example, an immigration law example could be, here's how we helped Jose with his visa, here were the outcomes, and here is a clip of what Jose had to say. And also, if you have a story, that's very important. We want stories because we as humans, we relate better to stories as opposed to just straight facts. And also, by showing actual results, it demonstrates credibility to the person watching your video ad. And then lastly, in your video, the last part is you want to have a clear call to action, right? You don't want to be vague. You want to tell the viewer exactly what to do and what to expect. So for example, you want to say call 1-800-212-5412 and speak to Maria. Maria will begin the intake process with you. Or you want to say click the Learn More button and fill out the form. An agent will contact you within the hour. So you want to tell them what to do and what to expect. Now, let me give you an example. This is a YouTube ad that I'm running. If you're a law firm looking to increase new client intake by 20% or more over the next 89 days, this is for you. So see what I did there? The first 5 seconds, I called out my audience. If you're a law firm looking to increase business, this is for you. So if you're not a law firm or you're not looking to increase business, then this ad is not for you. And then if you're a law firm looking to increase, if we keep going, return on investment. So imagine getting that type of ROI in your law firm. So here I talk about the return on investment. So that's over 200% return on investment. So imagine getting that type of ROI in your law firm. This other attorney here, I more than doubled the traffic he was getting to his practice, and I did all this with the new model of law firm marketing. This new model does not require SEO, daily videos, or even a big ad budget. To see how to use this new model of law firm marketing in your practice, click this ad. It's going to take you to a page where you can register for the training. So the last part was the clear call to action. So I showed some results and then I told them click the register, click this ad to register for the free training. And if you're watching this, then you are on this free training. So be very clear. And then the rest of the ad, so if you notice, the ad is actually 3 minutes. The rest of the ads, I show more results. I talk about some more benefits, and then I do another call to action, click here to register, and then I show more results. But basically, typically people are going to watch only the first part of your video ad. So you need to hook them, tell them what they're going to gain, tell a story of results, and then a clear call to action, like what they need to do next. And don't worry, if you stick till the end of this presentation, you're going to get all this. So I know there's a lot of information. So if you stick till the end, you're going to get all the slides so you can basically apply this to your own law firm. And again, like I said, the best part of this is you only need to set this up once. So once your video ads are basically up and running and configured properly, that's it. They're just going to start bringing you clients like clockwork. So let's continue with our story. So Phil asks, how do we beat the competition? And I responded, well, you already have part of the answer. You're doing great work with your clients. They have a great experience with your law services. The problem is a new potential client that checks you out online, he actually won't know the difference between you and the other law firms. So to solve that, we need more social proof. So here's an example. Which law firm would you call first, right? The one with 9 reviews, 7, 27, or 46? At first glance, if you don't know anything else about any of the law firms, you're going to give a first call to David Amber's law office, which has 46 positive reviews, right? That's the first thing you're going to do as a new potential client. So we need to make sure that these numbers are really high. So secret number 2, social proof. So here are the benefits for your law firm. Once you increase your social proof, potential clients are going to call you first, right? This enhances all your other marketing efforts. And essentially, the ultimate benefit is that it's going to give you more money. How does it enhance all your other marketing efforts? Well, if you do, SEO, Facebook, YouTube, Google, whatever it is, someone that doesn't yet know you, they're going to check you out, right? So if they see that you have, 46 positive reviews, they're more likely to give you a call or fill out your application. So you might be wondering, okay, this is a little bit trivial. Is this really important? Well, the management team of a multi-million-dollar law firm I know, they report on the number of reviews and the quality daily. So it's actually one of their KPIs. So that's how important it is. So 3 tips for getting social proof. Number 1 is you really want to make it part of your process. So every law firm is different, but after the case is closed, you want to politely ask the client if they could help you by leaving a review on your Google listing, Facebook page. This can be done by person, over the phone. If you have some past satisfied clients, you can always email them. And then, your front desk can also be trained to ask this in person or via email. But the key here is that you want this to be part of your procedures, so it's done every time. Tip number 2 is you want to incentivize your satisfied clients to leave a review, right? So, people are busy, life happens, so you want to nudge them positively so they write that review. So you can, offer them Amazon gift cards, Starbucks gift cards, movie tickets, steakhouse gift cards, and so on. And how do you ask for a review? So you actually want to send the following 5 questions to your clients. So this will help them formulate a proper review. So here are the questions. First one is, why did you choose our law firm as opposed to the others? Question number 2, what issue did you have prior to contacting our law firm? What did you enjoy about your experience with us? So here we're leading a little bit the client here. What did you enjoy, right? Then question number 4 is, what was the outcome of your case? And then what has been the impact on your life since achieving this outcome, right? So this is really key because it kind of paints a picture of a better situation, right? I got the money, I got custody of my kids, and so on. So by asking this question, it makes it more vivid. So when they leave a review, it's going to be more story-based with emotions. So this is actually a really, really good question to ask. So let's continue our story. So Phil spent a few weeks polishing up the first 2 strategies. Then he asked me, how can I grow my law firm even faster? I want more clients today and in the long run. Basically, I want to dominate my city and eventually the entire region. So I told him, Phil, look, you need what I call branding for profits. So secret number 3, branding for profits. So what is it? Basically, you want to offer value upfront to your ideal client, and you want to do that with no strings attached. By value, I mean insightful, relevant information in the form of a free video, PDF, article, checklist, and so on. I call this pillar content because it holds up the rest of the strategy. So here's a pillar content. The key here is that it actually needs to be valuable. You don't want any fluff or filler. Then the next step is you distribute that content via paid social media, targeting only your ideal client. And then the next step to that is you want to make an offer. So call our office, book a consultation, and you want to make that offer to only the people that consumed your pillar content. So let me illustrate with a graph. So here we have the valuable content. Then we distribute that content via social media, but we target our ideal client. So we don't just, put that content up for anyone to view it or consume it. We really want to be specific with our ideal clients. Then even our ideal clients, not every one of them will watch or consume that content. So what we want to do is we want to create a separate ad, and we want to show it only to the people that actually watched our video or consumed our content. So let me give you a more concrete example. So we create a video called The 5 Fatal Mistakes When Applying for an H-1B Visa. We then run some Facebook ads, targeting only people looking for immigration help. And then not everyone's going to watch that video. So we're going to target only the people that watch 25% or more of that pillar video, which is the green box here. And then we're going to target those people with another ad that says, hey, are you looking for immigration help? Call us at 1-800-555-211. And this is, again, a second separate ad. So video to people looking for immigration help. We do this via Facebook ads. And then we show a second ad asking for the sale or the call to only the people that watch that pillar video. Now, the reason we do it only to those people is these people showed an interest in our video. The other people that didn't watch the video or only watch a few seconds, they were not interested. But the people that watched 25% or more of our video are actually interested. So this is why we show the ad only to those people. Make sense? So here's a video targeting law firms and lawyers. So, 3 key lessons from spending $69K a month in ads for a law firm and how you can apply this to your business. So I would run this second ad here only to the people that watched the first 3 to 4 minutes of this video. And the second ad would say, it would have the call to action. So if you're a law firm that needs more high quality clients, give me a call at 1-866-910-6297. This is actually the Ranger Media Lab phone number. So that's how it works. So, and this first video here would only target law firms and attorneys and so on. So what are the benefits for your law firm? So because the pillar content was actually valuable, it does increase the trust, the respect, the goodwill your potential clients have in you, aka your brand. But more importantly, though, it does lead to more money now and more money in the long term. So basically, when the time comes to make a call or respond to your offer, the potential client is way more likely to call you first since you actually helped them with your pillar content and basically you generated some goodwill and some trust. So one law firm I know uses actually only one valuable PDF to generate a good portion of their business. So you don't need to go crazy here. Like this law firm, just one PDF and it generates a solid amount of leads for them. So 3 tips to make this work for your law firm. So here are some pillar content ideas. You want to solve a common problem that people have in your specific sector of law. So what questions are prospects often asking you? Remember, what might be obvious to you is often totally new to your client, right? So sometimes we take for granted what we know already, right? So it might seem trivial to us, but for a prospect that doesn't know, it actually might be useful, right? So another way to think about it is how can they avoid using your services? Yes, you read that right. So if you could create a video that shows them like, hey, if this is your scenario, you actually don't really need a law firm. Here's what you need to do, step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? It's going to position you again as an authority and you're going to be more trustworthy. So if they do end up, or if they prefer the certainty of using a law firm, then they will go with you. So here are some examples. So again, 5 fatal mistakes when applying for an H-1B visa, DUI stop, your essential guide, know your rights, what an officer can legally do and not do when pulling you over, 3 ways to protect your IP on a small budget, 7 things your employer can't ask you to do, and what the new law XYZ means for you in 2020. And actually, this is a good one, is you want to be topical, right? So if there's a change in the law, you want to maybe clarify what it means for your target audience. And again, the format can be a PDF, an article, or a video. So I highly recommend a video, however, because it makes you more personable. You show your face. I guess they start to know you before they even make that call because they've seen you on video. So that's good for your brand. Another good idea for your content is to solve an issue upstream before they need your services. So here's an example, 3 ways to legally immigrate to the US. So maybe they're thinking about immigrating to the USA within the next 2 to 3 to 6 months, or maybe a year, right? The process often takes a little bit of time. So by having a video like that talks about, ways and actually helping them, eventually when that person is further along their journey, they might require an immigration lawyer and they're more likely to reach out to you since you actually provided value upfront. So that's a good way. And also to stay top of mind, you'll be remarketing. So all the people that watch that video, you're going to be showing them that offer, that call to action to give you a call if they need immigration help. Make sense? So you're solving an issue upstream before they actually fully need your services. Tip number 2 to make this work is you want to have good targeting. And part of the targeting is actually you want to start your content by identifying your ideal target, right? So again, it comes back to, have you been in a car accident? If you have not been in a car accident, then this video does not make any sense for you, so you're going to skip it, right? So you want to flag down or identify at the start of your video who your ideal client is. And then within Facebook, let's say, there's a lot of targeting options. So for personal injury, you can actually target hospitals. You can do that on Instagram as well. You can also target, a police station. Another good tactic to make the targeting work, and again, to give you some context, is when you run that video ad, you need to target it somewhere. So you can select, like I said, hospitals, police station. But if you've been around for a few years and you have your Facebook pixel on your website, you can actually ask Facebook to find more people like the people that visited your website. So if you have, let's say, a family law website, a good portion of your clients did visit your website or are still visiting your website, right? So we can ask Facebook to find more people like that. You can also upload a list of all your past clients. And this one is a little bit more touchy, so it's not for everyone. But basically, if you have a list, an email list of all your past clients, you can actually upload that to Facebook, and Facebook is going to find similar people to that. So it's a good starting point for your targeting. And again, let's say for immigration, you can actually target specifically people that are looking for immigration services. Last time I checked, that was actually a targeting option in Facebook. But for things that are actually harder to pinpoint, you can actually just use demographics. So let's say that in your law practice, from experience, you know that 80% of your clients are male between 40 and 50. Well, you can use that as a starting point, and Facebook will allow you to target males between 40 and 50 that live in your city, so Miami, for example. But then the key part here is that your video will need to flag down who you want to target, right? So it comes back to the starting the video, like, have you been in a car accident, right? So you're flagging down who you want and who you don't want. So tip number 3 is you want to make an offer. So call us, book an appointment, and so on. And again, this is the offer. You again want to do this by creating a separate ad and targeting only the people that watch your video or downloaded your PDF. And again, the reason we're only targeting people that actually consumed your content, for example, 25% plus or more of your video, is that they're more likely to respond. Basically, they showed an interest, so they're more likely to respond, and it's going to drive down your cost. And again, the best part of this is you only need to set it up once, and it just keeps bringing in clients like clockwork. And again, all this leads to more free time, a better lifestyle, and you can actually choose who you want to work with. Let's do a quick recap. So secret number 1 is localized YouTube ads. Again, this is the best opportunity right now. Not many law firms are doing it. It's extremely underpriced, so it's super cheap to get the same kinds of leads you would get with extremely expensive Google ads. Secret number 2 is social proof. It will enhance all your other marketing efforts, so it's super key to have that as a process in your law firm. And secret number 3, this is the secret sauce. This is what's going to bring you money today, but in the long term as well. So it's what I call branding for profit. So again, this is how you win long term and short term. And again, here are some of the results using the strategies I just showed you. So, $157,000 revenue on $69K ad spend, an extra $10K here, more than double the traffic here. Now, you basically have 2 options at this point. Option number 1 is you can actually do this on your own. You can spend tens of thousands of dollars testing and trying to figure this stuff out. You can get frustrated and maybe, waste a year, 2 years, even 3 years of your life trying to figure this out. Or option number 2 is you can learn the proven system from somebody, me, who has not just done it, but actually mastered it and is one of the best at it. And I've done it specifically for law firms. So you can actually skip the huge cash loss and skip the wasted time. So if you like option number 2, and if you'd like my help, here's what I'd like you to do right now. Click the button below and book a free 45-minute strategy session. On the free strategy session, we're going to take a look at your law firm and the types of clients that you serve, and we'll look at your existing marketing materials. From there, we can map out a plan of what you should be doing to implement the strategies I showed for your law firm. Then, at the end of the phone call, if it seems like it's a good fit, something that we can actually help you with, I'll tell you what I have to offer in terms of helping you implement the strategy. And then at that point, you can decide if you want my help implementing this or if you want to try it on your own. But again, the call is free. And either way, you're going to get a ton of value out of it. So again, click the link below right now and book your free strategy session today. So who is this call for? So it is for attorneys who actually love their craft and you're good at it, right? It's for lawyers that believe they can dominate their marketplace and they want to grow their law practice significantly. It's for law firms that truly love helping others and they value the results above everything else. It's also for attorneys that understand that, you need to have some skin in the game. So who is this call not for? It is not for attorneys who make excuses and complain. It is not for lawyers who aren't willing to lean into the discomfort of learning how to market and sell your services effectively. It is not for attorneys who aren't interested in taking action. It is not for law firms that are not serious about growing their practice and adding predictability to it. So the better the fit, the better the results. I'm only looking for win-wins. So once you click to book your strategy session, there's going to be a quick application, and it's there to help us determine that I can actually help you, and I'm actually the best person to help you to generate the kinds of results you want. It's also there to help us determine that, you're essentially ready to step up, commit, take the action, and do the required work to build your practice faster than ever before. So what you want to do now is click the button below and book your free strategy session. So a quick warning, time is a factor, and this is not a fake warning. Time is a factor. I'm simply busy servicing my existing clients, my existing law firm clients. So this window of opportunity will be closing pretty soon. So again, here are some of the results using the exact same strategies. So this law firm here, we generated $157,000 in revenue on a $69K ad spend. That's over 200% ROI. So again, if you're a lawyer looking to grow your practice, book your free strategy call below.